Us no for it's interesting. So with AI and robotics and all the things that are going on, it's estimated as a creative arts private me are protecting most of his job from this intrusion than the other sectors. And then oko baby a company a printing books. Oko honma robots nkwan de go 24/7 omo produce. Bet me a produce books no sa ma de ache. But about creative arts sector now, a year often say difficult. People are not going to allow robots to entertain them. All my robots are 7 fee, but for entertainment, I want a human being.
Yeah.
Investment where we can't get the resources. I'm so grateful to the finance minister. When we cannot get the resources from here, we have MasterCard Foundation coming in to support training of teachers. We have Big Win Philanthropy coming in to support the training of teachers. UNICEF will come in and provide technology. UNESCO will come in. The World Bank will come in. Other resources then come in. So we can do what we thought was impossible with government resources. And that is how the system should be. We are changing the ecosystem.
First time I meet here, United Showbiz, I'm going to see. And it's a year weekend year training. Mintie manisi da. Education minister na wabano. Our was say na we adwuma a kasano. When I'm not to screen so. Masa. Papa nense mo a walk kano. Mintie United Showbiz na say ah. Nothing on my train afi no mu disanko. Mintie da wo. And your ma education minister ayeno. We dey say MPP kura enwi ni. Na se NDC na ebe wi ni kura na e wo so moment ni papa we. Adwene da quality musu. Na dwumadi a wabɔ no. Se MPP for na toa so. Ama papa we abɔ na dwuma se de we wa relax na wo bɔ na dwuma na. Me ye sure say baby a Ghana education ni bitima kwa akuduru no. Enya me de ma no na beka. Me bo video na mwati na ade a papa na ye no. Anyhow we see starting na bra bo ne how we see chi kura na opeso o me de kire. Say me say wow.
Osei. Na enyum na obapa Christ to ye no. Me be free ho. O ka so me ma me rem fi.
Ne rade aye.
Baby am free. Nti na ka sa kire me pa. I was very quiet, calm, reflective say me hwede nyame aya. Me ntimi metra na me nya dance die. Ese mitimi di ho dance na akora bi oteseme obi o hye baabi a wo hwe me anadwi enso hu se ne daachi betimi ayefe te fi se man ka bibia obi ante hwe kura dance den de so ma me kwai na mitimi edi se 7 prayers am papa anko school na me mama anko school na no mu dokoko ewo akura bi ase wo manso amemfi western region say amemfi central na oduru manso amemfi a wonante fom kwansin du na wakopi antobam udu antobam a na wanante kwansin mienu na wakodum papa krase a watu krase ni di nyame be kire te ho no dokoko kese pa a mantemu ho nyina kodu bra sma pass common entrance me course can school koko mai of first ka hnefa of family dinner chi ne kono namfofo ho busa obi ma no busia ohia 40 cedis wo ye ya Katri we sin e school mini odi machi na yeti onwuma no se bra wasem de ayare ho na ye ofa no mpreko bi a mehwe so ama mama bi na kese bi wo mi gidi se okoton a obenye skai na de akos kan school to an waka chem papa se kwamna se menko yensu fi jaache Ashanti region no se kwamna se menko jaache ni enkoton preko no ho am papa face kama me na ne nhweso fo no hwe ne kokoso no o maame o mudi manim saa nante tema bedu enkwanche ne befa saa mrese wato nchene ebefa ba na no fa bi ekum preko no na otwitwa ma enyina koton bi eton bi nante form saa ti ye ba na case kan bom ne enya 42 cedis
it's a two abeka
ho na saa dia fa ka akọ menya me deposit saa mrekrase ni misuro krase me ko jaache from so na me amakotua school fees me papa down for be a driver of school hold me ko no kutu a deposit e ma me prospectus mama say kototo ni ma day student prospectus ye shorts sandals and a blue shirt o ko jaache from so anya prem penny aka say koto chop boss na ti me ko du na so ayasem na mama kutwa body saa na de kudwa na fe enya sika me de koto school attire to me standards because jache pram so I'm started secondary school enti sabre no okọ enwuram kutwa domre why kenteni akoton na de bo papa because tem be skinny ho na wetim de bi ato attire enti me hwe ba bia me free na mete United Showbiz.
Oh,
as Minister for Education.
What I
say. Me ni sa dance no and ma obi enya reshim say sa akodan ofri sa atibianum ko jache pran so ko A level Kumasi high ko Kumasi has me bra na otone preko no. E ma me ko e no. Ono no edru time okọ secondary school na papa still oniska. Enti wasi nipa mienu de wontimi hwe om. To onu mom no enye bia anko eno onu me bra ba ko ekope baabi no mo ye cane chess ye de omo ye bi osu area hono bamboo ni cane ha anti eno ho adwuma no mo ye baabi asa me Oak Plaza Kumasi e no enkwanche ho ne wontimi fitek am ko classes a ye pon class am ma banam no ma ba adwuma timi no mo na ye adwuma no sa anti professor bi omu twam a na ajama na me cambrofo nti abrofo no twam mo na pe cane chess me na ese me konam kodia no ti mi professor bi be onto ya na mo say uko tek na wotin kwanche high kinches enti one day me kwa na bra say de ohoto na preko ma no say bra me hu so na fofo bi kwa Germany akosua de na wontwere krata ebi ma me na so me si mitri ma manka no ene say wo form 4 o me kwa bro say 6 forms you are middle school living certificate holder then wa kwa Germany akosua de ba manka na ye me ayisa me kan rebe ho e hwa na nyame de bitu makoma ho sa wo betimi pe German language school na onko wo betimi akọ through application within 6 weeks no anya admission.
Wow.
Na onya admission ni we ade ba akọ de ntia madanse de no besie no se de me hu abrabo mu se ye wo ho ye adwuma ukoduru ba bia wa pem na nyame abem na obi ekwa na ma fi se time onya yi na se onya obi eswe affidavit man say German no okwa foreign language no foreign students who pay school fees na mum eso obi sponsor no ka so scout the burden ebeboa na entino nipa sa no so eso onya bank statement no the affidavit na ka ho that am no so mo pay local bank statement mo pay foreign bank statement na me local bank statement credit name so any obi foreign. It's not me Rural Republic Hall. And I make catch madam for brother Kwam, not brother Kwam not 7 years ago. When you school in Germany, and so foreign bank statement, obey me the echo. The way answer branch be chemwe. No, or calling you know, Dimicas our bar, so we had the
foreign bank statement.
And I was a foreign bank, or Unity Room 618, move 2 home my back.
Wow.
I tell you, was a one miracles near your problem, and to me call or the bank statement man and the rest is history.
Wow.
Me of Australia a friend or affidavit man and my younger brother went to Germany. He did very well. Now he has even companies there. Or Jumade into a no ever hold on that my friends on face camera na yen trust as be man said that's the thinking. Must there be bra and Profa catch them and say, well you invest to America and you might be yama to me peace come or sponsor me to go to America. And because of him, when I was coming back to politics, one of the men escaped and they have a political campaign. So I just want the audience to know, say the Nyame, 8 million pounds, a mood. And so what to say, and we mention one may come one say, Yenny, one free senior high school, any year. This is where I'm coming from. Senior education. And yes, can you school, I mean, you're on a program. Ka ene ma betana se kwai baby an kamisha kamado koko so
Ka o carry cocoa.
Kame carry cocoa ka na cocoa catch. But at the end of the day what I say is a divine providence. Nyame timi pie mu e wa bra office niema atoba ha unim baby a woko ye fie oja achi na half house atakwa me down na ye den chance etwa half say nye full kra.
Oh.
Now things have changed. Divine providence. Enti sa wotes mani abre ngumesua ho se sase yesesa ngumesua. Baby me fi ba na se baby ngumesua de me koye me kodu America. nyame ye madome ko kira ade ehwa na America ban say omo pem krofo wani so ade hu sronko no ma mo musika no mo de see schools e America we see a nkrofo ba ha mo ntua hwe e government sponsored school metwa minya akufo-addo se me so me free Ghana ba metwere bi metwere my application one Sunday me call website when I'm doing the house they've approved a grant free money all my me start school na say me start here renting space 100 students and class line abrofo no say me school no mo pe won say African for ni jemu mesua ho any entity years from nko enti on person mo man ba me school to be no mass line enti one school fail up quickly me year application to Wall Street raising funds 20 million or 30 minutes non for investing. Then I have that open the first school, second school, third school. Time I'm here third one, no, we over 200 workers. But some be on to your mother. That will bring me baby our year juma now ya nejuma ya nyamefe and then nedi. And now
schools are okay. And na ye dey schools are okay na.
Me nsani nyina ho se see Los Angeles.
Ye dey agusu se be a omo motion be ebetimi relate properly.
Ni nyina ho se see a. Na broni ba no onye nadwuma yi na so meyi wadi. Timi na de se next year untimi ma ha biem. Na otidan me promise wo susa anti me kwatenaasa for ye mobo me gina hwe na no sa kwatena ase biem. Hey, me pa me yi broni ade. Because this over we see how we proper we need them. Preko ba
ni bo ko ta preko di go to at least e no yi broni ade.
Na enti de enwumasua etimi ye no emu odu. Enu ntimi ani abrese. Na me school ba ko na mo hoda kwa no mo kan say yes na na dan akufo-addo or running for office no so pese oba losan oba be hemi school no e na oba e no se cratch den e na wo Ghana ni wo see schools mabrofo. Tell me what happened, how were you able to do this? And also it's no be ka so that come will be anti bi na I didn't want to feel like bragging. And na me church mu no say would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? Because if you've done this here, it means you can do it in your own country. Then I was okay, I will consider. So I went to meet a mentor of mine, American, and then Busa said, should I go to Ghana or should I stay here? And I said, yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Your schools have done very well. Your schools now need my power, you need so much. But I want to tell you one thing. America can do without you, but maybe your country cannot do without you. So I advise you to go. After that conversation, I felt as if God was talking to me to come back. So I decided that I would come back. But I also felt strongly, said, I need the political platform to drive education transformation. Yeah. So I need the political power to change education. So I went to my constituency. They voted for me as a member of parliament. I became a deputy minister.
No, first time.
First time. I did the first time. Because that time, I'm a university of Hopa, I'm a C school.
Okay.
I'm a chrono. Also, maybe not secondary school. Your free BB cut-off point. So when I get 28, I want to be in secondary school. To now call some dream class, we bring Kwale Guha. Woman is coming to me private school. Because private secondary school, no, when I get 28 or higher, now to me. And Kwala no more public school, no one yard, the woman at buying school, so your man could be cry. And me senior high school, private one with Jachi. And now, because some Kwalani feel late front to Hobosum Pinion, and my sponsor to go to maybe private school. No. So I na my year juma ho ti me buy no to mama enti on to mama and I was okay me political power first platform na so ye deputy minister and I start here juma na say and actually oba second term or your minister for education. So I saw it, said wow, the opportunity has come. I didn't know some kwala schools that say atitia pansam wo hu say nipa ne timu maybe we can't say something is wrong. Something is wrong because I didn't know who was carrying another work private school. Now, Obi only be no. Waka a daya uti say wo ma bant na. Enti e honam hu me new opportunity no dey na can say me change education system. Now I have it. So we started transforming some of the public schools. Now someone to say launch commission schools. Say public school say netie.
Old school cinema.
Rectangular shape building. Any painting brown yellow. Any man color answer brown yellow.
And friend tea bread and tea bread.
No kakum kunte.
Bisu friend.
Yeah, until I decided to say with the permission of the president, with resources, no, this has to change. Until we share new junior high schools, I see now you are launching your commission be way jobbing. It's a junior high school.
Jobbing.
Ashanti.
Junior and JHS, no. Okay.
We're STEM junior high school. Into Oko has a science labs, biology, chemistry, and physics lab in a junior high school.
Wow.
We need to upgrade. Junior high school are the weakest link in our education system. And to upgrade the way, no one quality 6-year secondary, or call upper secondary, senior high 3-year, junior high no so it's supposed to be secondary. By any account, who says junior high no any part of secondary. In effect, Ghana is one of the few countries in the world that who are 3-year secondary. Secondary is supposed to be 6 or 7,
years, yeah,
and not 3 years. And to upgrading, no, every being to yes, see that be sunyane, jobbing then December 2nd, you commission. Now, all your 7 old junior high schools, we are shutting all of them down, moving all the children into this space. A space where more biology, chemistry, and physics lab, robotics labs, everything that's supposed to be there. And by the way, there was this initiative for what $1 million per constituency.
Yeah.
But some children, no,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
1 million. One.
It's the model junior high school.
1 million.
Yeah. Also, we're a public school. This is how they are addressed.
Public school, not private.
Oh, no, it's public. So this is what we are taking into all the new public schools that we are building. Because we're a public school. They are doing music. Obia is mandatory junior high.
Music. Then no common nearby.
And to me, we am the one account.
Okay.
We music. Now the whole thing is this: we need to create the next generation of Ghanaian children whose talent can be tapped into to change the course of history of our nation.
Okay.
Ebinum started near normal South Korea. 1960. Now per capita income. Almost starting independence now universal primary. 1970 no jump to secondary, almost stand to secondary. And almost started STEM.
Almost
1970s and almost started STEM. Of course, without the creative fasting in our account. Now we are literally 50 years behind. They are way ahead of us. Way ahead of us, but it's never too late. We began. Into school now a year can so be creative fast. Environment now and can be creative fast. May not be there. Into no say into me and revamp schools and change environment now. We'll be paying lip service. The good news is creative arts curriculum. From primary 1 or they will never happen before. Most countries don't have it. We have creative arts curriculum. All the way to junior high. And son, junior high will be music, drama, and all those things. Oko high school, so for the first time, performing arts is a taught course.
High school.
This year, and everything I say.
Wow.
Performing arts never happened before.
When say utie how papa no ato no bu eyi ensem ede to abonten ombrekio o casta consistently ne nsem a wo kan nyina so gidegina so tim say e ade a waye nti no so wo kan anya afi no ko he book bi mi no akokan o kan nyina pa. The first time I meet United Showbiz ni amnesty full time any. Me tie papa no ewo eye good evening Ghana so. One po ado mo kire me tie the videos so me bo bi so amoatie. But this time on nsem ko kan wo United Showbiz so no. No, I was papa ni adwuma.
Because and then you don't understand who university everything performing high school win it. Which me a visual as a high school. Why is it performing as the win team? So now we've removed that. So these are the new courses I hear high schools in Ghana. This year and everything I say are robotics, engineering, manufacturing engineering, aviation and aerospace, biomedical science, design communication technology, performing arts, Spanish and computer science. These are all new high school courses. But performing arts is not a high school course that you can do. The bottom line is from basic all the way up, as a change environment. Now, Osei school be a Ben and Pa. The closest school to the Ministry of Education is in Barnabas.
Okay.
St. Barnabas Square, primary and junior high combined. Now, me tire surprise visits. Until I decided, say, I'll stop by the school. And I'm a call home. I call him Kalano, no Mudim, Komokama, or Muni. And I'm a share classroom. The classroom environment. Now, her baby or mote. I also, baby, as a one and me and Nibripa, ne Peja. Also, in a city, there's no other way of changing in a city since Saudi education. This is the building. Yeah. 8 months ago, I went there. And this is where the children were. I felt bad and said to myself, sir, we have excused poverty for too long. We are no biaka so iniska no, a vision in Nipswa, iniska. If you want money for great things, money comes. Money comes. There were organizations I went to them and told them, say, can you support? You have already a funding source. Can I change the funding source to revamp the school from the World Bank, Arab Development Bank? And I got the permission with the support of the president. Now, Monday in the president akufo-addo commission, the new, the engineers, retrofitting BBR. This is the new St. Barnabas.
It's a new one.
Yes.
Renovated one.
Yes. Wow. They had to retrofit it because the structure now a week. Engineers came, they changed it. Now this is the new St. Barnabas.
Wow.
The uniform has also changed. Duadex be any hobium.
Hey. No, but my confused. My confused. No. Na no more trendy. Me say me who create me. No more trendy. Hey.
Obiat in the monodex so for junior high. Also Colano attire na change. The same attire na obosun twen bia na is almost social. Obia bon tie. Parents na say Colano fifi parents no almost musun.
Oh.
So it was very emotional for them to say omo man so bit me abey bankers. Because come bank and we say crop tie. They are now feeling that Osu, our children can excel and they can become just like any other child anywhere in Ghana. And this is the decks that we gave them. To almost say Omumono decks will be out in there so. And we are following up with them. We have a coordinator, a floor on the 2 side terrazzo.
Yeah,
ceiling it's almost 4 ceiling fans.
Wow.
I believe that the course of history of this nation can be changed. True. But we're going to have leaders who believe that it's possible to do this change.
True.
And God willing, change has begun and it will continue. The last one, and then Accra STEM Academy. In fact, so here a STEM, STEM no American STEM I'm defeating us. And I feel ask for no bufu yes I am the engineering
na mo ya se
into American they all quite say STEM and they can nishem. Now tell me I'm catching for say STEM has just begun. If we add STEM, STEM may probably lose steam. So what we are doing now is say yes STEM now obey musical.
Honorable say oba ye remu de okay friend bars. Ka career is bars.
Into Accra STEM Academy. Ya ye auditorium and kwala meet me a performance in bia honum. So we are providing the environment a more creative arts possible. So Accra STEM Academy was December 2nd anyway be.
Wow.
It's a beautiful school.
Where Ghana here?
Accra STEM Academy is going to be one of the best schools you can find anywhere in the world as a public school. This is a public school. And they are going to finish up quickly. Skylight is where your 2 dining halls. School started from kindergarten to high school.
Okay.
Your 2 dining halls, a high school for Nkwalano. And assembly hall in there one. This is assembly hall. Anything that we want to do can be done. This is a public school. Our goal is very simple. I want to say, I'm on food to to a power from home.
Yeah.
No to to New Year, now a public school in the Basa and what's our pebble now the back of private school. I will say, a dear a year or honor say, public school attitude be
true.
Open private school and for some very unique reasons. Then you pass say public and in yet into say odo back private. Oche scam crofo tua Me and my teacher for or driving a back of private. I know I coach at the public. I was a bit a back across public schools, no, for best lie. Say school is a very nipa be first year, nipa be 1,000. But Monday, Porter new BI, and we said over 5,000 people will apply.
Wow. And
we are actually going to use raffle to select those who will get in.
That's it. You better turn chacha.
Turn chacha no cool. If you send the panel dorsum, one am a pamno. Intino, a base squares from so say, a promise from Arab Development Bank, but they are forcing they want to build in all the regions. They want to support at the district level. Tiebe Ukrosua, so Kronos Kesipana school we baha. Now all the old schools in the Saturday down no more. Baby or more 3 junior high schools penno. Or the Sima or Mania Brosign 2-story. And no, strong cookakra. You see a noa. Now yetimia change into with time how we near crowd more 3 junior high schools.
There we shall for me to be a comment. Ubi am fan comment mbra. Yeti u de word de work can any evidence no sans with the chiru. United show business once or mono o kwatena so na se o kwahye ntora. O mo betimi atewoto. Into my din o mu tie with evidence na wo show ni kire say ade a waye wo. Fa comment bra. Le papa yi e wo so oto so ana say wo say no papa we in particular there. E wo so oto na dwuma so. Because how we person or dey a year education system ne correntary a ore man kwara. Neshe how a wasi ACC adan no ene how we person or ma education system litimi koduru se twi no anase o mo krom kasa o mo ka no entimi nya first na English ni hey
when you see ma na enkwala no ko ho esese yetimi sesa baby e enkwala no esuande na wo sesa na afa kwa e fa so kira de nso wo sesa no a na niema ayesua nso wo sesa na wo kan nyina abomu a na o ma no daache no akoni into creative arts no first time I don't know of many countries that begin creative arts from primary 1 but we have it and you move all the way. Curriculum has been done, textbooks have been purchased, and it's beautiful to see say we are emphasizing it because American system anymore 2 levels. One schools a school for the arts, a titi or actors, any other things. Call Los Angeles a school for the arts. You audition to get in. We audition, do portfolio, BBR Transana, Wakum. But almost require creative arts, visual and performing arts, and say a bit may appreciation for the arts, and then the creative market for the arts. Say any cool school again and a creative arts, your drama show be they will come because woman appreciation
from the
for it from school no what you say into a creative market for the creative arts because now you have consumers. You have people who appreciate it. Into American system now, what person go university, 4-year university, California, for example, a requirement so a visual/performing arts for about 3 years. And Sana universities in Ajo. Into a year society no who say the arts are important, and it's a requirement to even get into the university.
Okay.
Therefore, you do it at the high school. It's not optional. But Ghana crowd in there, you fee lower level nina all the way and sana waba high school. And sana baby a better say that and mufra and penny form na babe actors and they work in the background, the musicians, no, so you started school.
Okay. But Doc, Mamram Kakranamisa said, which show in the new curriculum, I who perform as or not a optional, and I say a mandatory so be a
from a kindergarten, so from primary school in the year optional. Ubeya could do junior high school with me music. But high school they are optional, unless it's say Uko school for the creative arts.
Okay.
You head that you school.
Yeah, you bet the next party it's in to Udru High School there. I want to be optional. You choose to do elective of music, performing arts. They are all there. And I say, so assign a different kakra. I say Ghana will be in so be a home economist. Yeah,
will be a general arts, will be a visual arts.
Yeah, near life skills.
So the challenge we have with that, and I say, enipa be brain to me other electives.
True.
We are home economics a space ni ho be music. Omo science cry there bad. Ghana ni akola science. There's no space for him to do one art, visual arts or music. So now we've changed that. Yama equanimo be say, we are biology, chemistry, and physics. You don't have to do integrated science. Because NTSA say, we are advanced biology, we are advanced chemistry, and physics. Who could near lower levels of that in another subject called integrated science. Say, yes, you. The science students then your opportunity to do music, and you can also do it 1 year.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be say subject be 3 years. And limit how many electives are any part of the year. I encourage me music 1 year, no performing arts 1 year. That's how it's done in other places in the world. Into Nipan be world rounded. Into school for the creative arts, say one of the unique things everybody say, and say, which me a science or home.
Okay.
Which me biology, chemistry, now say creative arts.
Okay.
Into we a well rounded individual. We are well rounded.
Now share curriculum no kakra fan say mpacho born of mama why.
Oh, maybe so.
And come me
oh,
so.
Me.
On of me grow.
Oh,
intense. Share a curriculum no. Say fan say mofra no e share say free primary no. In terms of arts no DNA na ombesua.
The interesting thing is that they do what is called Adutwum as part of the courses, but they do creative arts at Ankasa.
I know no DNA womb.
Oh, sir, I have to say drama, poetry, and many other aspects. And one of the areas in the creative arts are people who come on any baby to say costume development, a major part, makeup, and all those things. And then almost I background said for
sound for the camera
sound party normal call many do upper primary, then they are moving into sound and all those things. And to be drew junior high there ufa utim fast all your music and sound what me fast performing as drama issues. All those are then standalone subjects then but what started there a basic principles a man are in tune with how to act and not do those. But as they move up, they are different things that they learn the 6 years of primary and some will do junior high.
Now, Doc, what now we know your teacher form between actually am I ready to teach these things? Because it looks like it's a very tall list of things.
The good things, someone say I reform your teacher education.
Okay.
Once upon a time, I had 2 years, now I 1 year practical, I'm a teacher. But Nanado brought a new vision to this. My education in 4 years. And the basic education, yes. I the bachelor of primary school, kindergarten, I 4 years.
Okay.
And I won't let me incorporate all these subjects into the curriculum. So I will do or bachelor the first group graduated this year. And Thomas started creative arts no college of education. So I will me at the actual.
Okay.
And the college of more specialization, you almost a year primary, and you almost a year junior high education. And based on your level, you will see the subject. If there's a multiple subject teaching, multiple subject teaching, say English, mathematics, creative arts. What's your name? Oba bontia, which makes sign a and your junior high school be 2 subjects, where mathematics and science. So everything music and art, junior 2 subjects, and normally graduate. And tell no much that they junior high school level. But so by multiple no they are subjects which is the primary school level. And sana universities no they perform much rather than Tell baby said enough to say cross collaboration.
Okay, Unimark. Now, Doc, my Mr. said, yeah, check creative arts school mo all the way from Koramo Bampeni from Wada Makasa Benia de
oh,
me na
say oba free class 1 class 10 the tree
okay.
Other languages na brofo started. You see brofo kasa na 7 na ye kan no. Oko be Singapore. even though the local language language instruction is English. But it's quite a fast brofo kasa etre ubia kasa nye brofo no hono ene enya ho amane adenti ene nkola mienu ba akoko private school ba akoko public school private school ne de brofo nkwa na kire na de na oti brofo kama
so antini krom kasa
you see the krom kasa 7 day parents in a mistake no we are making a huge mistake. But enye omwa entity ne mamumu hu se oba betimi aka kasa ne mienu no aka ne nyina pepepe me ba me won America me decide me wife nya decide say akora be katwi ye kan twi kire rufi a into a school no American the woman say oba speak another language oba speak every year the test na say ne brof no ekoyi ana till we have to tell the school say the first language enye English into a bar, it may be a brofo on canon the way or penal. But he has been taught his native tongue, native language. Mekai say, "Emre me Daddy, come home fast." A honey who say tree ne be kind. Instead of come home early. Instead of come home, I say, "Daddy, today come home fast." I'm who say tree no akoni tree more.
The other friend tree bro.
Yes, and then or Ghana or country any bro pepe. English is one of the best in his class. Enti no se wonni mu a eno adwen ye wo se oba no country a bro no ntimi eden enka. Okay. And she say ya ewo ho ewo nwumesua ho ye free bi English as a second language. Esese etimitetsin kwala no a omusua English no as a second language and not the first language, because your brain development say acquire two languages are side of the brain now this mathematics no is more developed than will be one language. Oko American Indians no the war engineer because they are speaking two languages. BT America for no speaking one language. No? And the two language learning is so important for our children. Now, I call Kyei-Duah na. Enipa bi omu university a afi ni echiro mu twi because kwa went to many patients na nkasa. Ghanaian children don't speak another local language, all because say any impression we say akwa na tibro fo na school no be den obeya de nanso ye wonkwala ono wako class school wakan twi ya asua brofo aka ho a okodu high school a utimi out perform students o nyina enti mesra wo for say enya no kre se oba ka brofo ene o local language no bomu o mbe kachire o mu nkachire no kre ni okwa akodi animu wo mathematics any other science subject no say woman ye monolingual woman aka kachire
that's about copenoti na afi yemra secondary school creative arts school na u chechire mu now say obi drew secondary school na opeso or major and also focus more on the arts ya no obeko creative arts school no adama yet you see abai see creative arts school kuma say as now yenwie
yakọ anim ba ejina your schools are omo ye performing arts say ya high school omo course omo ye
okay
so omo they don't have to even go to the creative arts school. Creative arts schools no there film until I can say a Unimark for no. In terms of film and television component BBA bi ho.
Okay.
BBA bi ho no. And no ko ye the only school a Ghana and they recruit students from the whole country. In fact, headmaster Nenya no actor, it is going to be very helpful. Or you'll be on here in the industry. It is going to be helpful. Buildings nibini. In fact,
when you Kumasi there
no.
Okay.
Baby I'm saying January they wait me phase 1 opening.
Okay.
And ti be yin kwala na fi schools almost say ni ane do makọ hono. And ti ye be school say by January na me boy ni be we say ni yin kwala na fi obi opeso okọ no obey audition. So they're going to go around the country and audition them or pass here, then they will come here. And this is a school. Headmasters bungalows and everything is ready.
Okay.
And one dormitory block is ready. And what we're going to first year, they're all girls.
Girls in Kwan.
Girls in Kwan for the first year. Second year, near US second dormitory, and then the boys join. We don't want to discriminate, so girls.
The first year, the girls creative arts school.
Yes. The next year, then the boys will join. Until January, nyame boa, it will be. Almost external works, the dining hall is ready, library is ready, administration block is ready, one dormitory block is ready. So what we're going to do is to begin with girls first year, and then for a year the other dormitory block will be done, and then the boys will join. But headmaster appointment will be next week, and he's going to go around the country to recruit.
Headmaster now recruit.
Yeah, on the team. No.
Okay.
They'll be auditioning.
Okay.
We are getting students, even those already in school, to opt to go there.
It will not say more high schools. And I call recruit one while you're interested. Say Ombeba Creative Art School.
Among the form ones, yes.
Oh, okay.
Ombeba Creative Art. In January they will be in, and they will make up for the time lost, because we don't know yet. You see, in Ghana, one of the things people don't, and your school be a double track. Your school be a majority of our schools are single track.
Okay.
You be school when you na boom, echo, you makwa when you na boom. And we know what is going to happen. Say, omo Aquaman be chaso. They be cutting like a crown.
Aquaman
and they be almost started January.
Okay.
And you be see omo Aquaman no so kakra no met me at na honoma make here for the year for the first group in the creative art school. And you omo be call creative art school almost sound this block na so mo finish and sound the yini na omo timi big studios and omo ya omo.
It is Dumia crowd. It is creative art school na more besha say January Aku school no. Curriculum DM putting on more shots here soon.
Yeah, performing arts there there's a teacher's manual for the performing arts. But in addition to that, art and design foundation, I'm say one of the areas are almost here. And some of specific courses are art and design studio, all those courses are there. In fact, experts now more trained. Experts who are in the creative arts space, and then we also have those who are teaching at Unimac, and they all came together. And the studio, the guy who is working on it has done a number of studios, so he knows how to build a commercial studio.
Okay.
All the equipment that we need in order for us to the way it is now is like we say we'll be attracting students from the whole West Africa. Yeah, because it's the first of its kind in terms of a high school, based on what we know. So we'll be getting students from other West African countries to come here.
With time.
With time.
Yeah. Because
see what is going on. The moment you do a universal secondary, you are taking people from the streets. And Nipana, let's say we junior high school, they are no longer doing Odomako school. Into one for opportunity now, you end up losing talent. I say soccer. On the first time called for Babontin.
Yeah.
Most of them your man might be at Unya Kwayanku school near there. Some Domininaku school, not soccer, and one promoting a year within the schools, you are losing talent.
True.
Until now, free secondary is imperative, say. Yitimi ebwa ne creative arts and strong in the secondary, because people may no longer be learning it on the street, because now you put them in secondary. And they say when show more talent, no one guide or more, they will lose. Because say biology and chemistry, I say me and the. So in the long run, your creative talent will be lost, and that is why we have now started a year, friends, gifted and talented education.
Gifted and talented education.
And no, and the man who's unqualified. From class 3, near home, Oka America memoir, son of NT, all the school baby music and performance as from class 1 echo.
Okay.
Inti San Qualano, Yamidi Achedias from Kubia Maomo. Gifted and talented. Talented no with me general recite poem or who drew.
A brow beyond train.
Beyond train. A Yamia body or dear chinipa baby. Name a dear here say Ubi Hunsan Qualan tem. To America members who Hunsa music talent and near Nako gifted school, our music. In the honor we be say 10,000 hour rule no ebam. Also 10,000 hour rule in Nipa. Aye nipa kesiye mpanimfo ba ha nyina
Mamancho I said pictures ni bi so ehwem
to gifted and talented.
Okay, I know anyway.
Okay.
Asem Kumasi.
Yes. Now gifted and America for the one say omo ye nhwem hu say ni people home watch this from kon intintem na omo nhwem. near for special schools. It do music talent.
Friends that catch them young.
Yes, no, I call gifted school for music. Enti say akola no ko no ma na wanya sa de e friend 10,000 hour room 10,000 rooms shemu enchirechiremu no say enipa o ma ye famous aye ne ma kese ni nyina o starting ntem enti say o ne obi a creative fast for why ya de o mu a o dwene ho mu say nyen say na start e
station no mo frase
o start no mo frase ko he Michael Jackson no ne metimi aka say Osofo Sonny Badu no or kana so much obi hu say nye o da sore and no be yo enti no eye ade isi mu a kire say o ma ye famous no o mu starting tem or talent no but practice no mu ye du enkrofo di agro no na ono na agudie no eya music no
na nye se obi a we talented in music na or draw grasshopper and label the parts o we draw cockroach
enti ono no de tell say what ne ba ho say music talent na wa ha no what can say as part of your education no say hu grasshopper na obeya ma but music nti no be so be school in no time by the time we primary school music programs are all year obeko high school obedu university now he's ready to teach the professor into obi ho ya so drop out Bill Gates drop out could do university no need more than the professor no drop out onu na time usa no osori anaju efifie dwane ekose downtown Seattle ema okusua how to program enti obedu baby no mpani wo hwe obi Selena Williams wo hwe obi history omu swaketekete on ne papa no kra obewo no oka so wo a obekire ne ma tennis and now the few horse and to muso ni nyina hu baby a na ekrom tennis or Compton a very poor part of America koko kiro musa then they become the so-called and our thinking is that it has to be Ghana to the world so we need to create talent the world will hail them
okay
and that talent cannot just wake up one day and say I'm a talented person.
This is what we're doing. We have directed, and GES is working on it, that every child who comes to primary school, first 2 weeks assess them.
So primary 1.
Local assessment by the teacher. If they are not doing well, provide intervention. But one critical area is junior high school. You know, they prepare them for the BECA. So a junior high school student comes, and the teachers will tell you, oh, this child cannot read, but he's given 9 subjects. That child who is not reading in junior high school should get intervention English class, something below junior high school. It's called targeted instruction. You are teaching them at their level. And once you teach them at their level, they will be able to understand and then move up. So whilst they're doing the regular English class with their friend, they're also doing intervention English. Consequently, in 2 years' time, that kid is reading because he was provided extra support in reading. Beginning in the upcoming academic year, if you go to any high school and the teachers assess you and you are not doing well, you're also going to do intervention English. Reading books at the junior high school level, so by the time the year ends, you can read, and therefore you can now understand the management in living course that you're doing in home economics. But until this time, Ghana has implemented an education system that's not personalized. You sink or swim. We are in the same class, therefore, we have to be taught the same way. And the kid who can't read is sitting in the same class with you, doing government, doing economics, and he's struggling. And the teacher says, I'm here to teach you economics. But we are saying, once you know that that child is not mastering the economics well because of the language barrier, instead of the 10 subjects, drop 1. Give him an additional English class. Allow him to improve and catch up so he can understand the economics and doesn't have to memorize it and do what we call chew, pour, pass, and forget.
Right. Wow.
But we cannot do all that without also looking at education infrastructure. Sometimes you hear people saying, Nana akufo-addo has focused on the senior high schools, he has neglected the basic schools, and it's so false. Let's look at the junior high school intervention we are doing.
This blue building is what?
This building is a model junior high school. And I tell you...
that's nice.
Yes. This is the new junior high school coming to a community near you. And we don't talk about this until we start the construction.
I hope there's no politics. Are you serious?
I'm doing...
what's this? This is actually being built.
Yes, Sunyani, it's there. Go to the rich area, Sunyani, you're going to see this building under construction.
It's a JSS.
JSS. Go to Jabin in the Ashanti region. It's there. Go to Chamba in the northern region. It's there. We have them across the country.
Okay, so what's it going to do? There are too few to take everybody.
The point is this. This is changing the junior high school environment. You know, Ghana happens to be one of the few countries in the world where we have 3-year secondary.
Bring back the blue one, Bring back the blue one. Yes.
So this building, when it's completed,
yes, this one.
It has biology lab, chemistry lab, physics lab, computer lab, and it has STEM lab. So you've moved the student from a 19th century environment to a 21st century. Look at the typical junior high school building.
This is how it's going to look like.
Yes. And it's under construction. So I do evidence-based communication. I'm not going to talk about it in the pipeline.
When will it finish?
January, February, students will be moving in.
Let's have a look at it again. Please put it on. January next year.
Yes.
4 months from now.
Yes. To be ready.
You'll be commissioning. Where? Which one?
We have Jabin one is ready. The Sunyani will definitely be opened for students to go there. And the junior high school student is now going to sit in a science lab. I've done one in Bosomtwe using the $1 million per constituency. Mm-hmm. When the $1 million per constituency came, I had a dialogue with my DC and I said, how can we do something transformative with this? So we built a science lab and one classroom block. We started a model junior high school, second to none in this country, different by all standards. We even changed the dress code.
Oh, is the dress code not legislated?
No, there's nothing legislated. So
the uniforms that people wear to JSS brown, yes. It's not legislated?
No. It's a government policy. But African schools are not wearing the brown anymore. The Methodist schools, they are not wearing that. They wear their own
let's have a look at that. Are you going to introduce this kind of... I see it on television. Yeah. South African students look so nice. The British children look so smart.
Well, some few students.
Oh, this is how they go to school?
Yes.
Flying tie for the men?
Yes. $1 million...
per constituency?
Yes. This is what we use ours for.
Also, the girls are in bow tie?
Yes.
Oh, can we do this around the country?
Of course.
It will look nice.
And the parents pay for it willingly.
Oh, I see.
Because they want their children to look nice.
Yes.
Yes. They want their children. So this is the future of junior high school education.
And this is in Busumtwi?
Yes. We were ahead.
No, this is good.
This
is good.
Yeah, and look at the lab. This was built with $1 million per constituency. Wow. So now we are replicating it across the country, and the government, through the Arab Development Bank, received funding, and the Badia funding is building the Sunyani School, and a number of places is under. And look at the children, the confidence.
Oh, this is amazing.
And they are doing music. So you are creating a learning environment that is so different, and you are going to produce better learning outcomes.
At the JSS level?
At the JSS level. So effectively, then Ghana positions ourselves for a 6-year secondary, 3 years at a junior high school. Quality is the same as those at the senior high school. And therefore, we are lifting up learning outcomes, situating our country to compete just like any other country anywhere in the world that is doing 6-year secondary. But if you look at the buildings that we're educating these children in before this building was done, you can look at that and tell yourself there's no way the children are going to compete globally. So now the akufo-addo's vision is not just for free senior high school. It's about changing TVET at the secondary level. It's about lifting the junior high school up to make it secondary. And then once you have the facilities, then you place yourself in a way that you can even amend the law that says junior high school is part of basic.
The photograph they just showed reminds me of a question somebody said I should ask you. Schools under trees. Are they still there?
They are still there. But you know how the schools came under the trees. Mm-hmm. You see, at the Ministry of Education, unfortunate thing is that we don't have education planning units. Mm-hmm. A unit that looks at education infrastructure planning. Mm-hmm. So schools spring up, right? Chebidi will start a school. Mm-hmm. And then they will say, government should please take over for us, because we also, it's a badge of honor to have our own school. Our children cannot walk half a mile. So the district director of education, until now, we just go and say approved. So invariably, most of the time, the school did not start under the tree, but they were in a building whose roof can easily be ripped off by a rainstorm. And once the rainstorm does its job, the school is now under the tree. So the school was not under the tree before it was approved. The school comes under the tree after the fact because it was in a building that was run down. And somehow the district director went there and approved it and gave them teachers. Now you can't do that anymore. If you want to have a community school absorbed, it goes through a process. We inspect the building to make sure that there's no school close by that can serve the same purpose. In other places, what you see, you go to a community, and junior high schools, you may have one school that has 80 students, 50 students, and they have full complement of teachers. A school with 50
posted by GS.
Yes. A school with 50 students have full complement, and within that community, there are about 7 junior high schools. I went to Abomosu. That's what we were yesterday, doing the STEM roadshow. I was curious about how many junior high schools were there. The district director comes to me and says, we have 7 junior high schools. And I said, what is the population? 411.
Of the 7?
Yes.
Put together?
Yes.
7?
But they have 7 head teachers.
Oh, I see.
And they are not in facilities, 21st century facilities. If you move all those students and put them in a school like this, you've moved the student from 19th century to 21st century.
So this is Abomosu, this is what you are changing it into?
No, Abomosu, this is an existing school.
Oh, it's there?
This is a high school, yeah, this is there. But the point is that if the 411 students were having their junior high school education on this campus.
But is this government owned?
Yes, of course. It's government owned.
But it's not one of the new schools?
It's one of the new schools.
And it started already?
Oh, yeah, they have students there.
It's a JSS?
No, this is a high school.
This is an SSS?
SSS.
Okay.
So the point of the matter is that you have this beautiful high school. Mm-hmm. If you don't do intervention for the children from Abomosu, they may not be able to go here. So you have to create opportunity to upgrade them so that transitioning here become possible. Easier. So the point of the matter is that the president has turned his attention to basic schools. We've gotten funding from the World Bank, for example, to rehabilitate a number of about 100 schools. We are going through rehabilitation. But it is important for us to do some consolidation, to bring some schools together, to make sure that they have all the requisite tools so that they can perform at the 21st century level. So you're going to see a lot of this happening across the country, and we are making a case to the Ghanaian that our schools can become better. Our public schools will be revamped. I visit schools. I go to a school in Kumasi as in boys. If you grew up in Kumasi, it was a great school by all standards. I went there and I was curious. I went to the classroom and I wanted to teach the kids. I got a marker from the head, went to the classroom. There were only 6 students enrolled in the school in that class. 6 students. 6. The parents are run as in boys have left our public schools. And it repeats in a number of places across the country.
So there's need for consolidation all over.
And then ensure that the public school is competitive with anybody else. And make a public school a school of choice.
The private schools, teachers there, are they produced by our system?
Of course. Majority, unless you go to a higher level, but even the number of Ghanaian teachers are teaching at GIS and at all these schools. It's produced by the system. But the point of the matter is
that means we can produce the same teachers for the rest of the country, for the public system you are talking about.
No, it's the same teachers. The bottom line for me, though, is that our vision should be able to scare us. If I look at the Accra STEM Academy, that is where your vision scares you.
The STEM concept.
The STEM concept and the infrastructure that goes with it. So look at this. We are building, and when it's finished, this is how it is going to look like.
What is it?
This is a public school, starting from KG all the way to high school in East Legon.
KG to SS?
SS.
Day?
Community school, yes, day.
And what is it, their hall?
Yes.
All this owned by government?
Yes. Why? The taxpayer deserve better.
Oh, I see.
So
this is like GIS?
Of course.
From class 1 to
yes,
SS3.
If not better. So
it's going to be in East Legon.
Yes.
So it's going to be the rich people.
No. East Legon is not just, it's just not populated by rich people. Everybody is there. It's a very diverse environment. But the bottom line is that you look at this facility, you begin to look at the fact that the taxpayer is going to look at himself or herself and say it's worth paying taxes because I don't have to pay for my child to go to private school. He can get quality education from here. I can save the money.
Because it's so small, the connection to get in will be very brutal.
No, you'll be surprised. We're going to do what we do in the United States. I know in Ghana, the teachers teaching there will want to have protocols. So I'm not going to say there won't be protocol. But I'm saying 90% of the students who are going to enroll in this school will be through raffle.
Raffle?
Oh, yes. You put your son's name, we're going to use NLA. Your son's name is there, it rolls, the name comes out, you are in. It will be amazing for the country to see.
We won't believe it.
No,
we will say that
I will bring you there.
We will say that.
I will make
Ghana will never believe it.
You see, when
is this going to happen, by the way?
This is also slated to open by January, February. You will be shocked.
Hey,
I want you to get the shock of your life because I want Ghanaians to know that change is possible. So whoever said Ghana cannot change and nothing good is happening, this is happening in a time when things are difficult, right? Mm-hmm. So if Nana Akufo-Addo can say, I want to transform, so why is it that he wants to transform school? Because he knows that if he doesn't change the education system, we cannot change the socioeconomic fortunes of Ghana. So he's making them